Hello, Enid, and welcome to another glorious morning and Monday. And it's National Pie Day, so that is why we are highlighting pies. That makes me so hungry thinking about pies. I love pies. Apple pies, Oreo pies, all kinds of pies.
I do too.
Yeah. So, how was your weekend? I hear that it was really eventful.
Very good. I had a very good weekend. We'll talk about the Martin Luther King Jr. celebration later, but I attended that. And other than that, very good weekend.
Yeah, my weekend was eventful in a sort of a way. Tyler went on his first camp out, and he's not a cold weather camper, but he likes warm weather. So we learned that about him. So that's pretty cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about some quality of life issues.
Awesome. Well, we have something really cool to celebrate. The Enid Public Library, our Susan Shuey, I think I said that right, was nominated by, I believe it was the Oklahoma Library Association to be a part of the children's reading team for the Sequoia program they have. And so that is really exciting. I do not know what it takes to be qualified for that, but I'm sure that that is pretty cool to be able to. I'm not a librarian, so I don't know what all that is, but we're really excited for her.
Yes, that's a very good honor for her. And she loves reading, and she does a very good job at reading as well. I've been to some of the children's events and young adult events, and she does very well at reading. So congratulations to you, Susan. All right, let's talk about a recap of this weekend. We had the Dr. Martin Luther King Holiday Commission of Enid celebrated. Every year they have this march and a celebratory program, and that was pretty good. There was a very good turnout. And as you can see on the screen, that's a photo of them prior to their march. Very good participation. And then during the program, of course, we had 3 categories where we awarded first, second, and third place to students in the local community who did a poem, poster, or essay. So that was very good. And all of those that you see on the screen were those individuals who won in those categories from K through 12th grade. So that was a lot of people. So some of these students got multiple awards for different categories. So that was very good. And then of course they gave 3 diversity awards out as well. Someone in the individual, someone in the community, and then a organization like a church. So that was very good. Tyson was the business who got the award for all they do with the food pantry in cooperation with RSVP. What they do for the community, so that was very good.
They do a lot for the community.
Yep.
For sure.
Yes. Now let's talk about some of the road construction, road closures coming up. I'm sure you have a lot of information on that.
Absolutely, we do. We actually have the board vacancies, if we can talk about that for a second.
That's fine.
You know more about that than I do, so I would rather you tell it.
Okay. So we have about 15 boards that are open now for positions. So any citizen resident in the city of Enid can apply for these boards. As you see on the left side, boards 1 through 11 are any resident can apply, but the ones from 12 to 15, ADA, Access Board, Construction Board of Appeals, Historic Preservation Commission, and the MAPC, Metropolitan Area Planning Commission, they have specific requirements. As you can see, ADA board, they're looking for 2 people. One that's any interested resident of Enid, and the second is a resident of Enid with a disability. And if you can look at the other ones, you'll see the qualifications that they need. They need that's 6 people for the Construction Board of Appeals, 6 or 7 people depending on their what they have. So though that is out, you can go to enid.org/board applications in order to apply for any of those positions. So we welcome any resident in the city of Enid to get involved in the community. This is one way to get involved in government, is to be on a board. So
there's a lot to do for sure. And we're going to talk about the road closures, and we don't have a lot, but they are still important, and so we are gonna just talk about those for a second. So we do have the East Birch Avenue that has some reconstruction going on. That started on December 15th, and that is projected to last about 7 weeks. And so the timeline obviously is very weather permitting. Speaking of weather, we'll talk about that in a minute. And so just be very aware of this. And so as they go to wrap this up. It's on East Birch between North 18th Street and North 19th Street. And then we also have another closure that is a one-day closure, and that's over on South Garland for the water line reconstruction project. And so that's that's actually on an intersection. So it's not actually in the middle of the road. It's just going to affect that road that you see on the map. And so that's just one day, and weather permitting, they will just get that done and out of the way. So that's exciting. That's all I have.
Very good. All right, let's talk about some other issues here. We have the employment, and that's always a good thing. Just remember that you can go to enid.org/careers to look at all of our open positions. And as you can see here, we have some part-time positions as well as some full-time positions. So of course we need police officers. I can't remember, they did the police officer of the year, and I think he said you need 20 more people. I think it was something like that. He said it, the chief was mentioning. So we need a lot of police officers as well as firemen as well. So if you're interested in those positions, please by all means go to enid.org/careers and apply.
Yep, that's pretty good. I know that we have some meetings coming up.
Yes, we have 3 meetings this week. And MAPC, which is the Metropolitan Area Planning Commission, is actually today or tonight at 6 p.m. And on that particular meeting, we have a couple, we have one rezoning, trying to turn it from a residential to a commercial district because they want to install a parking lot for use. And then we have a use by review, and that's going to be at 805 Westwood Road in Waukamas. But because Waukamas is so close to us in Vance Air Force Base, it's part of our Metropolitan Area Planning Commission. That's why we don't say that's why it's called MAPC versus the Enid Planning Commission. So it's the Metropolitan Area. Those are 2 of the things that are going to be on that tonight. And then of course, Wednesday we have a special meeting, commission meeting at 12:30 p.m. and that's basically about the trail system. They're trying to approve an application for the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department for the trail program we're trying to do at Government Springs in conjunction with the 580, the new park. So then, of course, on February 7th, right now we have a few things on the program. This could change. We're going to have a conversation. Kyle Williams is going to be there to talk about the Oklahoma Department of Transportation's West Garriott projects. That's going to be in 2027. They're going to be redoing Garriott and some of Van Buren. So that's going to be a long 2-year process to reconstruct that entire road. And then also Enid High School State Football Championship, the 40th anniversary of that. They'll be there to talk about that. We'll have a presentation with Booker T. Washington and Zoe's Kids Cafe. They're getting some of our CDBG money, and they'll be there to present what they've done over the past year and what their plans are for the next year. So, and of course, there's other things we have on there. The Public Arts Commission will be recommending to award another project for the Interactive Arts Project, to award another company an amount for that. Last commission we did one for the school, and that's going to get away really quick, so that's going to be good. And then of course we have some other little financial things on the meeting as well. So those meetings, just remember, we do live stream all of those meetings, but also it's always good to come in person. So if you want to talk on there, you have a 3 minute, if you want to talk about anything you want to talk about, or specifically these items. So that was a mouthful, right? That
was such a mouthful. Yes. That is absolutely right. So we talk about our apps all the time because we know that they help people, they help communicate, and things like that. And I said that we were going to talk about the weather. Now, I'm going to say my disclaimer, I'm not a weatherman. So I just get my...
Woman.
So I'm just giving you information that we know, so that we've been told. So we do have some weather coming up. And so we have a Garfield County Emergency Management app, and this app is instrumental in keeping you updated on information that is going on, or that the weather changing that is going on within Garfield County only. Now, this app is used statewide, like all across the nation, and so but this is targeted only for Garfield County, and so it'll tell you weather such as like rain or heat waves or cold weathers, or stuff like that. And so if that's something that you would like to download, you just go to your Google, your app store on your phone, and you can download it there. You can also access this on their Facebook page, all the information as well. You can also go to their website. If you need help with that, then feel free to give us a call. I'd be more than happy to help you at 616-7258. And we'll help you with that. And then always we have SeeClickFix. And SeeClickFix is a great tool as well to be able to report issues that you see. These 6 items are just a few of the 55 topics that you can report on. And they are just widespread, like the different things that you can report damaged trash cans. You can report missing trash cans. There's just so much that you can report, and it's so instrumental in, like I said, the communication, of what we need to fix. And so there's all of you out there, and we need you to talk to all of us. So.
Yep, and as you were mentioning about the Garfield County Emergency Management app, we were thinking the weather meteorologists are saying we're going to get a 1/2 inch to 3 inches of snow throughout Oklahoma. So that's good to have that app. And it does alert you. I remember using it on my way from Oklahoma City to Little Rock, and it alerted me that there was flooding. And of course, about 20 to 30 miles up the road, there was flooding on your car, like halfway your car, like terrible flooding on I-40. So it works outside of Oklahoma and outside of the county as well. But we do target Garfield County. So
yeah. With that said, with cold freezing temperatures, don't forget to drip. Not just drip, run your water. And you can even save your water. If you have big pots, you can put them in your sink so that you're not just losing water. I did that, and that helped a lot too. So that way your pipes don't freeze, because that can be a headache.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for joining us today. And remember, you can always look us up on all forms of social media. Go to City of Enid, Enid, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. Just put in City of Enid after youtube.com/City of Enid, same as Facebook and all of the other social media apps. And we continuously put information on our Roku channel and our Amazon Fire TV channel. So look us up there as well and stay connected with us. Other than that, we hope you have a great day and see us back again next Monday.
Have a piece of pie. Bye.
Bye-bye.